Hello everyone, Nick Shaheen here. I know I'm going to regret this video. Last time I did a video about HYLN, I promised myself I would not do another one. I was helping a friend. I gave excellent advice, not advice, opinion on the stock. And today it came to fruition, and I guarantee you that the comment section is going to be nasty as can be. For some reason, the people who hold the stock feel the need to personally badger people when they have something negative to say about the stock, not the company. Stock. I love the company. Okay, I love the trucks. I'm a car guy. I used to race cars. I love the I would drive it as a daily driver. The Hypertruck, I would drive it as a daily driver. Um, I love the idea of retrofitting the semis that are already out there into having one electrified axle. All this is cool. Has nothing to do with the stock behavior, and that was the point. Today I made a comment about it on Stock Twits. Sure enough, somebody went out there and felt the need, and another guy tooted his horn, guy or girl, I don't know, tooted his or her horn, saying, calling, the shape of my head. Well, guess what, buddy? At least I have my first, last name, my email, and my picture out there. You're hiding behind an avatar like a pussy, and you can call people names. Great. Everybody's a champion online until they face somebody face to face. So here we go. My point was, months ago, once it lost a neckline, technically the stock is at a disadvantage. So Friday, today is the 5th March. It fell 6.7% on top of a bad day yesterday, and a bad day before that, and a bad day before that. So I know some guy saying, well, the whole market fell apart. All right, well, let's examine that. This is the whole market. The S&P, the weekly candle is a doji, which means they opened and closed pretty damn close together. They had a high that's pretty darn close to the all-time high. They had a low that they completely rejected and closed close to the high. The Dow closed green on the week, an inch from all-time high, which they set last week. The only two problem areas are the NASDAQ, which is still, what is it? This is the all-time high to the close, 5% off the all-time high. And this is the small caps, which is a violent bunch of stocks, and it is 4% off the all-time high. So no, the market is not in trouble. It had a couple of bad days, which happen. We have red candles, we have green candles. There's something wrong with the stock of HYLN, not the company, the way the stock is behaving. It doesn't matter how great it is. I always refer to an example of a great company, that great idea that just went belly up. Nobody knows about it. Webvan. If you've never heard of it, it means you haven't been trading long enough. My best friend from childhood kept averaging down in this company into oblivion. It just went away. Toilet paper. That's it. What they do is, they were trying to do delivery over the internet for groceries. Webvan. Great idea, right? Everybody does it now, but poof, gone. Company is gone. Time. It just ran out of time. Great idea. Great. My buddy was very passionate about it. And if he had seen my video saying that it's in deep trouble, the stock, he would have cussed me out too. Wasn't doing videos back then. But anyway, my point here months ago, that once it lost this neckline, it's in danger, like serious danger. And in fact, I said 12 could come, and that's when the floodgates opened. What? Calling me moron, calling me names because I said 12. And then I look, and everybody said the warrants this, and you don't know about the warrants. So I did homework. Yeah, I found out what the warrants were. The price of the warrants was like $11.50, and I think they expired in December, or the deadline. And there was a trick about 60 or 90 days, X level, then you can extend them further. Anyway, so the warrant price was $11.50. Guess what the day's low was? $11.17. So where is that guy that cussed the hell out of me the other day, months ago? Because I mentioned the possibility of it going to 12. I don't hate the company. I was long just before that. And once it lost its technical mojo, I was out, and then I moved on. I like the company. I want them to succeed. I don't like the stock. It's not succeeding, the stock. Okay, so let me show you the lines that freak people out. So I had an upside path that never came to fruition. I had a resistance line here. Look at where it failed. I don't put these after the fact. These are before. I said here, proven base on the way down. Lose it and bad things can happen. Those were my actual words months ago. And guess what? They lost it. I put an arrow where it would go if they lost it. Look at this arrow. Right there. Warrant strike. I said this would be a trigger lower. Losing this, which was 15-ish. I did another video. I said, you have to hold 15. First, you have to get back above 18. They never did. They got back and lost it. They got back and lost it. This was their best effort. And I said, if you don't hold 15, my prediction is unfolding. It's just a matter of time. So here we are. I'm not here to say I told you so, but I did tell you so, but I'm not here to say it, but I did say it anyway. I'm here to say this is not an opportunity for me to double down. So when I make a trade on a speculative stock, not a company, stock, where the stock hasn't proven itself. Look at it. It's a falling knife. It's a falling machete with tiny handle and a giant blade. I'm going to lose fingers trying to catch it. Let it fall and hit the ground and then pick it up. It hasn't hit the ground yet. Hitting the ground meaning stop making lower lows and start making ascending trend. They haven't. They've had spikes that don't hold. And look how many smart investors were here. Look at the volume. Dwarfs everything else, including these 3 or 4 together. This volume day. They saw the opportunity and they sold it to the people that were so in love with the company. They bought it in droves. So, including my coach. I fight for a sport. My coach called me, what do you think about HYLN? I'm long. I said, book it. It's a gift because his entry cost was in the 18s, I think, 19s. He's probably watching this video. Thank you, buddy. So hopefully he did listen. And look what happened after that. So they haven't established an uptrend. So it's still a falling knife. I don't average down in falling knives. I could do it in, say, Tesla. It has a business. It's growing. It feeds itself. Income from operations, huge. Cash from operations, huge. Same with any other mega cap. Heck, Palantir, which I'm long, disclosure. I would double down on Palantir. They have a business. They're growing the business. This one, they're trying to establish not only a business, but a whole industry. And to boot, it's kind of a special thing within a special thing. So electric vehicle, but a hybrid electric vehicle. I think it's got some gas aspect to it too, and retrofitting aspect. So it's not a slam dunk. People are not going to flock to it, and the stock is showing you that it doesn't want to stabilize yet. So why am I trying to catch this knife? So if I'm trying to average down, I'm just hoping for the best. I don't average down. The point of averaging down is to be able to get out of trouble at half the bounce. So if I bought it here, I needed to come back to here to be even, right? If I bought it here and then bought it here, doubled down here, and it came back to here, I can exit even without having it to go all the way up to here. That's the idea of averaging down. Well, this tick doesn't say that this was the bottom. The only thing it's got going for it is the fact that it touched the warrant price. So if the gods on Wall Street, which by the way, they rigged the game against us, non-Wall Streeters. I am not a Wall Street guy. If that was what they're after, that's your only hope. That, okay, this is the bottom because they touched the warrant price for whatever reason. I don't know enough about the whole story, but I know enough about charts to tell you that this was horrific price action. Horrific price action. I feel bad for the people that are stuck in it. I don't feel bad for those jerks that feel compelled to attack somebody who's trying to help them personally. You can tell me my opinion is idiotic. Why do you have to go after the person's looks and background and the fact that I may have a small accent here and there? This is my third language, so a little respect. I would go back to commenting on this stock more often if I would get less hostility in the comments. Otherwise, don't care. I have 3 friends who trade it. 2 of them have gotten out. 1 I think is still stuck in it but won't admit it. So I'll keep doing the videos until she figures it out. Anyway, so smaller time frames if you're active. From this chart, pops into 1280. I'm going to go 1310 to 14. They're going to be sold until the control falls into the hands of the bulls. What does that mean? Lower high trend needs to stop happening for control to switch. The first thing that happens is it bottoms. It stops making lower lows. Well, the trend is still negative, right? You can see it. Negative trend. So lower low, lower low, lower low, lower high. You can see it. So the first step is stop making lower lows. That's how you establish a bottom. It's a process. It shouldn't be like this crazy spike on some bullshit headline. Excuse my French. Okay, so here, you stop making lower lows. You get a tick like this, you get a tick like this, and like, okay, this is still okay. You can still make lower highs. It doesn't matter. And then this is still okay, but hold the floor. I'm gonna run out of room here. And then come back up, hold the floor, come back up. That's okay. You tighten, 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 and then you come to a head and you do this to break out from the stupid descending. Now you're starting to build momentum. And now you start doing higher lows and higher highs to control switch over to the buyers. Not bears and bulls, buyers and sellers. Bulls sell and so do bears buy. So it's buyers and sellers. That's how you snap out of it. Until then, you're just they're trapping you on every pop. They're trapping you. So it's important to look at the chart when nothing else is working. If you've been averaging down from 30 or 40, then you have to look at something else. Hey, you know what? Maybe I should look at the chart. I can tell you that I just told you the pops into 14, how about that, are going to be sold. The machines will sell them. Yes, machines. 80% of all trading is done by machines. So the machines rinse and repeat until the process starts breaking down, and then they look for a different pattern. And what they look for is levels. And on this one, I can see the 14 level sticking out. I can see the level up here sticking out at 17. Keep those in mind. 15 has been a lot of scarring from prior videos I've done. So all of this stuff matters on the way up. Make a note of it. And if it pops back to 17 and it gets me even, I get out. I thank the Lord that, anyway, those are my thoughts on this company. And hopefully the comments won't be, I know they're going to be bad. They won't be too bad to where I would stay away from helping the few decent people, the majority of the decent people, except for those few trolls that come out and just attack personal aspects of the people trying to help out. I don't get it. I'm not a perma bear. If you follow me, everything I do is I don't short stocks. I shorted Goldman Sachs just because it was I was picking a fight with the banks and the yields. It was a specific reason. But now I'm long Goldman Sachs after it fell and closed my short. Anyway, Nick signing out.